Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Mr. Brother Abaya Buff in the DC Church, coming at you, giving all praise, going honor to Yahweh, Shemal Shai, Bashim Gosh, Yahweh being the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai being whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, Bashim meaning in the name, and call many spirit, Kodash meaning holy. These are the names and the powers that have come to you in order to profess the 100% truth, and Lord's will seal the elect's faith. Shanya Kabaka, Willa Rakabs, clean out by Ith, meaning double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS in these times, whom the Heavenly Father had enlisted the 100% truth to. And Shalom wa Barakam Abakan, Sha'ala, peace and blessings be upon the elect of the nation of Israel. And to the men out there that's pushing this word in sincerity and truth, to you I say Shalom wa Barakam Abakan. Peace and blessings be upon you. You know, I just seen that 144. It's a good sign. You know, nevertheless, this gonna be a quick little video. I just feel like, you know, in some cases, you gotta. There are times where you need to be serious, and there are times where you could, you know, just fucking scout the buffoonery of Jake, man. And this is just one of them videos, like, it's really the pulse of the people, and it's just to show you that, you know, the Lord is justified in the judgment that he executes on Jake. Because Jake don't take shit serious, bro. Jake don't take not a damn thing serious, bro. Everything is about going viral, making a meme, or being humorous in somehow, some way, opposed to, you know, taking things serious. And that's why, you know, they say in the last days, there's gonna be, phones are around. There's gonna be niggas literally. The woman will be getting ravished. There'll be a thermonuclear bomb literally coming down, and this dude will be fucking taking a selfie of it, or he or she will be taking a selfie of it. It's like Jake do everything for that tiny square rectangular box. They live their life in that, man. Everything is for the camera. Everything is for the social media. And that's crazy, because it's like social media has become gods to our people. They legitimately sacrifice and worship day in and day out social media. All right. Nevertheless, you know, I got one precept to line up with these 3 videos that I had. That's why I said it's gonna be a relatively quick video. But yeah, I'm gonna get straight into it. Yeah, man. Like, fair use, by the way, fair use. This is fair use. This is for educational purposes. But yeah, bro, you can see how Jake just like taking everything as a damn joke. Like, these countries are not playing. This proxy war is not a joke. This could definitely be the conception of World War III. We understand it. We know who are aware that there are a couple of there's literally one main prophetic event that needs to take place before the war can fully enact. But during the time that one prophecy happens, everything else is going to fulfill itself. As far as Jacob's trouble, martial law, us being his pilgrims, okay? There being war between nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, okay? Sedition amongst men, famines, all right? All of these things, it's going to hit all at one time. And that's why the Heavenly Father said there's going to be a time like has never been seen before. I seen a video where this dude, or it might have been a dude or a woman, which I'm going to go to the next video. They was like, it was a picture of the United States, and they were like, just to show Iran what the United States is. And they started like circling the United States, but then when it came to Georgia, she basically hopped over that state. You know? But these people, like, again, like, this is a dead serious situation, but they're making everything like satirical. Everything's about satire, and the next laugh and the next like. All right, look at this next video. See, like, this all I've been seeing on my TL, man. All these funny ass, you know, memes, Jake joking around and shit. about what's going on. It's the last one. Because I think this is some shit that they posted. Say Iran is going wild on X nowadays. Yeah, man, like, these countries are serious, man. There's actual people dying behind this. There's legitimate places being bombed. And we didn't think that it would hit the soils of Israel this soon, but yo, this is major. Like, I don't think Jake realizes how major this is. For a country to retaliate, the only thing that can happen is there's not going to be a peace treaty. And if it is a peace treaty, there's going to be a peace treaty for a set amount of time so that the other prophecies can fulfill themselves that need to happen prior to World War III. Okay? But this is everything that we're looking for as prophets of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Yo, we're sitting back rubbing our fingers together, but, obviously we're laughing at the 2/3 because the Heavenly Father, he said, I will laugh when that calamity come, which I'm gonna actually grab this precept real quick, and then I'm gonna go into some other precepts, but just to show you the pulse of the people and the mind of the 2/3, bro, because that's essentially who they are. Like, these niggas will never take anything serious. They don't take the Lord serious. They don't take dire situations serious. They turn everything into a meme, and they turn everything into a like, something that a harbinger of likes. Okay. This is Jeremiah chapter 4, or Yeremiah chapter 4, verse 19. It says, my bowels, I am pained at my heart. My heart maketh a noise in me, and I cannot hold my peace. It says, because thou hast heard, O my soul, the sound of the trumpet, the alarm of war. So this basically tells you how Jeremiah was, or the prophet Yeremiah was, our forefather, when the alarms of war was set. He was pained in his heart. 144. This was serious to him. He had a woe is me spirit. But then you look at niggas. And it's the complete opposite. And I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of it comes from the security that Jake has living in America. They think that America can't be touched. Or they think that America won't be touched. And the thing is, by the time they think that it happens, they believe that they're not gonna be here. No, you're gonna participate in the actual destruction of America, and you're gonna be a big part of it. Okay? You're gonna be fuel to that fire. Alright? And the Lord's gonna make sure that your blood turn to gasoline and that you're heavily flammable during that time. Goddamn niggas, man. Verse 20, it says, destruction upon destruction is cried, for the whole land is spoiled suddenly. And right, that's the individuals, man. Now we know that this is talking about an actual physical spoiling, but prior to the physical spoiling, there's a spiritual spoiling. The mindset of the average American Negro is absolutely destroyed in its entirety, caught up in things that mean nothing. I ain't going 50-50 with a bitch. All these podcasts. Well, I believe men should. Well, I believe women should. All the things it's just so unimportant when it pertains to prophecy. Now, I'm not going to undermine the fact that order needs to be established, but, bro, at this point, we get it. We get it. It's not too much else you can say on the podcast. We know that women don't take accountability. Okay, we know that black women are toxic. We know that they're poison, man. Okay, we know that Lakeisha committed adultery. We know. Let's get to prophecy. Because prophecy is the ending of the things that we are complaining about. All right? So it says, suddenly are my tents spoiled and my curtains in a moment. Verse 21, how long shall I see the standard and hear the sound of the trumpet? It says, verse 22, for my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. And you know what? These niggas act upon that accord. They have no understanding, nor do they inquire to obtain it, which is even worse. Okay? Because you have all the resources, and I mean literally all the resources that you could potentially ask for. And I was just watching the Elder Yashwama's video where he's talking about how elders and apostles legitimately had to go to libraries to acquire the information that they have. And to be honest with you, when you do stuff like that, that information resonates with you a lot longer, and it stays with you a lot longer. Because the thing is, you have to go through the labor of acquiring it, opposed to just taking this quick shot and you got it. You know, and I'm using a metaphor, obviously, but the point that I'm trying to make is that, you know, things last longer with you when you actually have to labor for it. But there's no appreciation for this truth. There's no appreciation for the discoveries in which the Heavenly Father has allowed our elders and apostles to fall upon in order to, you know, to the saving of our souls. Our people have none understanding. And it's not that they don't have understanding, it's that they don't want to have understanding. Our people are willfully negligent of the word of Yahweh Shema Shai, just like how they were before. What does it say in Baruch, the first chapter? Since the time that we came out of Egypt to this very day, you've been negligent in hearing the word of the Heavenly Father. You just neglected the word of the Lord, pulled the shoulder. Now, fuck all that. I don't care about that. When these are the things that essentially will save you and give you peace, everything that you're looking for in money. Jake will literally go out here and kill himself for money, but won't do that for the thing that's actually going to save them, the Heavenly Father. Congratulations, you failed. Anyhow, Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are sottish children, they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. Okay? Our people are a master class. They have degrees. All right? Have a master's degree, a bachelor's degree, a PhD, and fuckery. All right? And wickedness. Nigga know how to surgically commit adultery. Yeah, you know, you got to make sure that you do it like this, because if you do it like this, she could potentially, and they could potentially, like, come on, bro. Nigga's a surgical thief. Well, now you got to pick the lock like this, because the lock, see, it get locked. You see that? Like, bro, come on, man. Niggas are ridiculous. But what the beautiful thing about all of this, the beautiful thing about everything that we're experiencing now, is that seeing these things are a sign to show us that we're at the absolute end. Like we're at the point of no return. America's not going to go back to being great again. America's not going to go back to being this powerhouse financial company that's flourishing. America's not going to lower the prices of things. All right, things are just going to increase. The evils are going to increase. And how do we know that? The scriptures tell us so. 2nd Ezra chapter 14, 15, and 16. All right, and when these things go out, they're not going to return to the Heavenly Father void. Okay, these spirits are already sent out. A part of the winds are already sent out. They're not coming back to Yahweh by Shema Shai unfulfilled. The Heavenly Father forbids. And the thing is, the more we speak about these things, the more that spirit is prominent in this place and it's destroying it. The more we put curses on Baal and the wicked of this land, the more the Lord hears our petitions and our cries, and it's speeding up the time and the days. Okay, we know that for a fact. This is not something we're doubtful of. Okay, this is something that we're very sure of. So, Proverbs chapter 1. I'm gonna start at 24. It's Proverbs or Mashalia, okay, chapter 1, verse 24. It says, "Because I have called and ye refused, and stretched out my hand, and no man regarded." Okay, and you gotta understand, the Lord is not physically doing anything. He's gonna send his prophets to do so. Okay, so with that information being present, you gotta keep in the front of your mind that there has to be a vessel that's being utilized to convey the message in which the Heavenly Father is essentially telling his people, right? So, 1 second. One second. Okay, cool. So, being the fact that we are the vessels that are being utilized for the Heavenly Father's calling and purpose, we are the ones that you should adhere to, okay? Because we know exactly what the hell is about to happen, and we're trying to tell you what the hell is about to happen so you can save yourself. That's what love is. Go figure, right? Verse 25, it says, "But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof." And that's part of the reason why we're not surprised when people walk past us, even, and no matter how much we scream, no matter how valid our points are, we're not surprised at individuals walking past us and really reputing the Heavenly Father's word for nothing. It's the obvious. We know exactly why you're doing it, because truly the word was not set for you to understand and acquire. Okay. Last point. Verse 26, it says, "I will laugh at your calamities, and I will mock when your fear cometh." And that's really the main point. Okay? You're doing all this kiki and ka. You're doing all this laughing and what have you, not knowing that really all of this is set for you. The Lord is showing you this information so that you could turn back to him and be admonished. But our people, man, our people, yeah, they something special, man. And not in a good way. Yeah, they something real special. Real special, man. So with that, I give all praise going on to Yahweh Shemal Shabbat Shem Kwakadash and Yukabag Will Kab. So claim now by Aith with Shalom wa Barak Mabakan Shashala. Till next time, I can say Shalom.